It felt like this was a really extraordinary opportunity because the climate action space is one that's thrived with some forms of evidence like modeling and so on, which have had really profound understanding, shaped understanding around where we are with climate and the growing problems and what the future would look like unless we really change how we approach the planet. And what's been missing is the synthesis of what we've learned from around the world about different climate solutions and how it varies by groups and contexts. There's been an effort led by Jan Minks's team to really start to build up that evidence synthesis side of this equation. And he was planning to bring together key people from the demand side, like people that are going to be centrally involved in the IPCC AR7, and then people from the supply side who really know how to do evidence synthesis and are prepared to step up and say, we can help deliver this timely demand-driven syntheses of what we know and what we don't know in time to inform that process, but also country-level decision-making. So it was just this perfect marriage of the demand and the supply side coming together at a critical juncture. And if we don't start this now, we're going to go into the next IPCC round without the best evidence again. And we really need to get it onto a better trajectory of making sure that decision makers have the best evidence about which climate solutions are working, in what context, and for whom.
So I think the original idea behind the climate summit was that the global or the world needs to know what the global evidence says about how we can try and address the existential crisis we face with global warming. And this was intended as a kickstart for the community to really recognize the need for evidence syntheses and to start to think about how they may play into key documents and processes like the IPCC. As someone who doesn't work in climate solutions or climate change, it's been a fascinating meeting. I feel like I'm a citizen here rather than a scientist, but there's a huge amount of energy, and I think a recognition that this is one of the an important part of solutions moving forward. If we can equip societies and communities and individuals with high quality evidence about what they can do to try and address climate change, then alongside local knowledge and indigenous knowledge, we are going to get closer to better solutions to try and address the mess that we're in.